Hi guys, it's Renee and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to be reacting to the final episode of My Beautiful Man, episode 6. I can't believe we're already done. I kind of have an idea of one reaction that I'm going to be putting up, I think the week after next week. It's just once off first impressions. I'm not sure how you guys are going to be feeling about it. So we shall see. Because I'm pre-filming this, I need to pre-plan it, so that's why I can't already be putting up votes and things like that. So we're just kind of gonna delay things, and then once the new year starts, I'll decide what I'm gonna be reacting to after this. But for now, I hope you guys will enjoy today's episode. Before we do get into it, I just want to say a quick massive thank you to all my amazing patrons and channel members. If you're interested in joining either of those for early access and uncut reactions, the links for it will be in the description below, along with my social media and my PO box. And if you want to subscribe, that's always greatly appreciated. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. Well, you weren't ever really a thing, and the thing is, you need to be a bit more assertive in certain situations. But we've discussed this in the previous episode, so... This title credit is still cool to me. I'm kind of hoping that he impresses me and like has a conversation with Hyoi where he's like, hey, we're not together, it was a misunderstanding, he's still in love with you. Looks so hurt, like Hyoi, he's basically, at least it seems to me like he's begging him to just stop, like, basically, why are you hurting me like this? He's a good kind of person, I like him. Okay, now the question is, was it the other guy who orchestrated this, or was it Kyoi? Because if it's Kyoi, it's gonna be good, but if it's not Kyoi, it's gonna be a mess. Like, I'm sure it'll still turn out okay, but... My word, this looks like a very dramatic... I love how, like, as he says that, he really looks like he's wishing he was the lamp. Oh, yeah. Oh, great. Wow, you really didn't think this through. I mean, he was angry. It's normal to not think things through when you're angry, unfortunately. Ow. Damn. Please just kiss it, don't put it in your mouth. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, this is a lot. This is a lot that I was not mentally prepared for. This is a Japanese BL. Where is the mildness? I'm sorry, I don't mean to label all Japanese BLs as mild. But no, they just went straight from mild to spicy, and here we are. I'm sorry, there's something very weird to me about people putting other people's fingers in their mouths. Come on, please don't pull away. No, 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 no. Stop this man before he runs away again, please. This actor is doing such a good job. Like, you can see how vulnerable he's actually allowing himself to be in this moment. There's no guard up. Huh? Okay, well, at least we're talking. Let's clear this up. Regardless of what ends up happening, let's just clear this up. But I'm glad he said that much, because now they're communicating. Yay! Mm. Mm-mm. Damn it, they were doing so well. Oh goodness, I think I'll hold off until the end of the episode, because it all depends on how this resolves. But this is very frustrating to watch. Yeah, see, and that's what's kind of like stopped me from feeling that this is a toxic relationship, because like he's really never even, I don't think the thought that he liked him even ever crossed his mind. I'm convinced he convinced himself that, oh, you know, the time that they kissed, he was like humoring him, and the like fact that he pushed him away kind of proved that, or something to that effect. But I think, you know, they've kind of just thoroughly acknowledged and underlined that the main obstacle in this relationship is his lack of self-worth. So he doesn't have a lot of time to think about. Oh goodness. Oh no, I don't like this music. If this ends with suicide, I'm gonna be very angry. I'm stressed. Because the thing is, if things hadn't been going in this downward spiral, I wouldn't have even thought about it. But if you think about the fact that he has a serious lack of self-worth, the person that he absolutely worships has just kind of put that final distancing, and he has cut himself off from the one friend that he had. That's not a good recipe in terms of where someone could go mentally. Unless that he was just given access to the school building at night. But I'm hoping that the fact that he like tried to put himself out there towards Kyoi indicates a start of mental change. Damn, I had really hoped he'd be lying there. Okay, now my next wish is gonna be that he closes his eyes and then when he opens them again, Kyrie's gonna be there, but I don't know if I'm hoping for too much. It's a good question, if you actually think about it. Okay. I have a lot of thoughts, but again, we're gonna wait. It's fine. I think that is the most open expression we've seen from him this entire show. It's so weird how it genuinely feels like I'm looking at his eyes and he's starting to see the world for what it is. And I don't know how to explain it. I think you do, but it's just a lot to explain. Come on, you have to communicate with him. I actually feel like crying a little bit right now. Oh goodness, sorry, that got very intense but beautiful. Yes, okay. Hear me out. I was about to say, sorry, I was so entranced, I forgot what I actually wanted to say. I wanted to say, now you have to ask him for permission to touch him for his consent. Because, reason being, it shows intention. I'm so glad he did it, because I was thinking it and I was thinking, oh, I'm being ridiculous. But everything that he has done so far, through Kyoi's eyes, I feel like has just seemed like, again, he's going with the flow, something that I mentioned in the previous episode. He's going with the flow, he's not really thinking about the consequences, he's just doing whatever comes to mind and not thinking about how it will affect the other person. The fact that he is asking here obviously is also just important, generally speaking, but the fact that he's asking here shows that he is thinking about his action, he's thinking about the other person's feelings and his asking for permission, you know? That's a fair statement. This is such a full circle moment. Oh wow, hold on. What? No, I was not mentally prepared for this, especially in a school building. No. Please just kiss, like everything else, no. But that is a beautiful shot. Okay guys, I was not mentally prepared for this show to go there. But it is really just beautifully shot. I'm sorry, like I'm being distracted by the cinematography. It's kind of cool because they're almost framing it as like a... This is gonna sound strange to say, but like a religious experience. I don't know, like very magical, you know. But I'm just thinking in terms of like where Hira's mindset was at for the longest time, and now kind of the very intentional way of how it's filmed. I mean, we know you. I think it's important that he expands his interest beyond photography and Kyoi, that there has to be more to life than just the person that you're with, because otherwise your life is going to fall apart if something happens to said person. Oh my word, guys, they're so cute. I can't deal. So cute, I can't deal. I'm so sorry, I can't deal. This is way too cute. Wow, okay. Now we're here. Okay, guys, that was an epic ending. That was a perfect ending. That is exactly how I wanted it to go. I'm so happy that they followed the general beats that I really wanted addressed going into this episode. I feel like you could really see the lights going on inside Hira's eyes when he realized that this person that he's been worshipping is just a human being, and that puts them on the same level. It seemed like realizing Kyoi's mortality took away the pressure that he was putting on himself, which like kind of created the issues of self-worth. Like, no doubt, I think there are still going to be instances in their future where it might become an issue, but I genuinely feel like he had put this unconscious barrier between them, and that in turn affected his self-worth in a massive way. I think that him moving from high school to university helped a lot with how he kind of saw himself in the eyes of most people, but then that final barrier that he self-created between himself and Kyoi was still holding him back in a sense, and I really appreciate that we could kind of see that barrier coming down through the way that the actor decided to showcase it. I appreciate the complexity of the characters so much. I'm gonna give a little bit of a controversial take and say that I don't think this was necessarily toxic. Did it have the potential to be toxic in my opinion? Yes, very much so. Had the final episode turned out differently without him like realizing his worth, and the fact that Kyoi is human, I think the actor really portrayed it beautifully. But I don't think that it really ever got to the point of genuinely being a toxic relationship. I think that the path to them figuring out their relationship in a romantic sense was a difficult one, but because they weren't genuinely in a relationship at that point, and it was just more a lack of communication and indecisiveness on Hiro's side, I feel like if it had continued in the vein that it and state that it was in for episode 4 and 5, then yes, I could understand labeling it as toxic, and it would certainly have transformed into a toxic relationship in my mind at that point. But because it was a transitional period, I don't think there was enough there for me to really consider it a toxic relationship, because they were going through things, they were trying to figure things out, and they, throughout all of it, were really trying to communicate with each other. So overall, I think they did it beautifully. They really showcased the personalities so well. You could understand the motivations, and I think the actor really did amazing, like showing the moment that that light of realization hit Hira. It completely transformed him as a person, in my opinion. Like, up until that point, he always seemed like he had a shell that was protecting him from the entire world, and that he wasn't allowing himself to fully experience what he was feeling because he was afraid that it wouldn't be accepted. And once Kyoi kind of said, you know, it's okay, this is what I'm feeling, and you need to be conscious of like what you're feeling and what you're making other people feel, because otherwise you could really hurt them. It's like something clicked for him. So overall, I think the reason why I'm kind of like rebelling against the idea of this being toxic is because I think the human experience is kind of like trying to figure yourself out and hoping that you don't hurt people along the way, but kind of inevitably accidentally doing it. And as long as you try and correct those mistakes, you know, it doesn't necessarily make you a bad person, or the relationships that you're involved in when you're trying to figure things out a bad relationship. So yeah, I don't know, just a lot of thoughts. I commend the show for, you know, seeming like maybe any other BL on the surface when you look at the premise, but it really gave me a lot to think about, and I think it just did an amazing job in so many aspects. The acting was amazing, the cinematography was greatly appreciated, and the story had heart. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you so much for listening to all my rambles and coming along on this journey, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. 再见。